Welcome to the Marcus Tower at Piedmont Atlanta Hospital. The Marcus Tower was envisioned as part of our 10-year strategic direction for Piedmont. As part of this plan, we made a bold vision to transform healthcare, to create a destination known for the best clinicians, and to create a one-of-a-kind experience that always puts patients first. This tower is one example of how we're bringing our 10-year vision to life. We are grateful to everyone who made this possible, the staff, the clinicians, and physicians who shared their expertise with us, the engineers and the architects, the construction workers, the community members who supported us, and the gracious donors who made it all possible. And most importantly, Billy and Bernie Marcus and the Marcus Foundation.
This is going to be linear, this place, where you're actually going to park and go up to a floor and meet people without getting lost. It's going to be a blessing, but it's going to be a blessing for the city of Atlanta, for the state of Georgia, and for the Southeast.
It's my honor and privilege to welcome you to the Marcus Tower at Piedmont Atlanta Hospital. Piedmont Atlanta Hospital is now celebrating its 115th year anniversary, so it's especially meaningful for us to be able to open this remarkable facility at this time. We're now standing in the main lobby, which visually is the focal point of the tower. Our guiding principles through both design and construction centered on creating a place of healing, one of open spaces, appealing vistas, and full of natural light, all directed towards reducing the stress associated with a hospitalization or intervention. We offer places to sit and relax in the lobby. We'll also have a gift shop, a coffee shop, and a restaurant, so visitors might be able to grab a bite to eat while they're here. As you walk around this space, you'll notice there's a theme in this building that reflects Atlanta's nickname, the City of Trees. The concept is one of a canopy of care. As we move up into the tower, you will see we're moving up in the tree canopy. The artwork on this level features photos of trees and vegetation that are on the lower parts of the canopy. As we move into the upper levels of the building, we'll get higher into the trees and the artwork will reflect higher levels in that canopy environment. These are kinds of details we took into account as we built the tower. We want it to be a place that offers comfort and hope to people who seek care here and to their families. In addition to being beautiful, this space gives us the ability to care for more people than ever before. To provide a bit of scope, this new tower will house up to 408 beds and 13 new operating rooms, increasing Piedmont Atlanta's capacity to care for our patients and our community. We are indebted to the Samsky family for their generous support of the tower, and particularly the lobby in which we stand.
Continuing education has always been vitally important to everyone at Piedmont, particularly those of us working in all aspects of medicine. We knew we needed to have a space to gather and learn together in the new tower. This state-of-the-art facility will allow us to host community meetings and events, as well as training sessions and conferences. Piedmont, and particularly Piedmont Heart Institute, has a long history of live case demonstration courses, which we have hosted for several years. Many of these have been done with actual demonstration of cases into small classrooms in the current buildings. This auditorium will give us much needed expansion of this capacity and the ability to live case stream and show these cases throughout the world. We've been recognized nationally and internationally, and we now host meetings oftentimes that are broadcast throughout the international world of cardiovascular medicine in addition to other disciplines. This new space will bring us functionality that we have never had here at Piedmont. The auditorium seats 250 people. Each seat has its own air conditioning vent, cup holder, and speaker. The room has sunshades and blackout blinds like the ones you'll see in our patient rooms. It was designed to be accessible to all. There's an elevator so people in wheelchairs can access the front of the space. We are grateful and thankful to the Shaheen family for their generous support of the auditorium.
I'm here at the entrance to the new surgery lounge, where patients' family and friends now have a comfortable space to wait for their loved ones to come out of surgery. It also allows doctors to find family members before and after procedures to make sure their questions are answered and to provide them with updates. As we designed the tower, we heard loud and clear that our surgeons needed more consultation rooms so they could update families privately. We now have 4 consult rooms on this ground level and an additional 4 upstairs. And we have lockers so patients having surgery and their family members can store belongings if needed. This is much larger than the locker area we had for patients previously. And there is Wi-Fi access so family members can access the internet and email while waiting. Lastly, we have implemented a hassle-free registration process for our surgical patients. This serves as the new surgery check-in area and connects the existing building to the new tower. Thank you to Doug and Lila Hertz for their generous support of Piedmont in the naming of the new Lila L. Hertz Surgery Lounge.
In the new Marcus Heart and Vascular Tower, there are 8 cardiac cath labs and 4 electrophysiology labs. In addition, we have 42 prep and recovery rooms on this same level. We also have a dedicated radial lounge. We are now a default radial first site, so we believe that the radial approach offers patients the safest and most comfortable access for their coronary procedures. And certainly when patients recover from these procedures, they do not need to be lying down on a bed. And so accordingly, in this radial lounge, we have recliner chairs that are available to them to recover in an upright position, which is much more comfortable and expedites recovery. We're very grateful and thankful to Brett and Louise Samsky and the Samsky Foundation for their very generous support. In 2015, the Samsky family established the Samsky Advanced Heart Failure Center here at Piedmont Atlanta. And this center now houses a multidisciplinary team of heart failure specialists in one place and is a top 10 national left ventricular assist device implanting center. Now in 2020, 5 years on, the Samsky Invasive Cardiovascular Services Center offers comprehensive care and innovative treatments for every cardiovascular patient that is treated here at the Piedmont Heart Institute in Atlanta.
So excited to welcome you to the new pre-op and PACU area of the surgery center here on the first floor of the Marcus Heart and Vascular Center. Here in this space, we have 37 pre-op rooms and 28 PACU bays, or post-anesthesia care units, available for our patients every day. In addition to the new operating rooms, will substantially increase the amount of patients that will now have access to cardiovascular care on a day-to-day basis here at Piedmont Atlanta Hospital. We are so fortunate to be able to offer these therapies to our cardiovascular patients in this space. Each prep recovery area is divided into neighborhoods. This is named after the neighborhoods around the hospital. This has also been embedded into wall protection and then is used with different colors to help our patients with wayfinding. All of this was designed in order for us to have a better wayfinding experience for our patients in this space.
These new ORs are both larger and are outfitted with the latest equipment, so there's space to grow if we need it. One cool detail is that each OR has its own temperature and humidity controls right in the room. That gives the OR staff more flexibility and control as they work on cases. In the OR, this isn't just about comfort, it helps ensure patient safety. Rooms must be kept at precise temperature and humidity levels to ensure the safety of the patients. Surgeons were also part of the design process right from the beginning. Even the placement of the control room has been strategically placed to facilitate communications between the operators and the staff running the equipment. We also put the latest equipment in the room, which lets us look at the patients with different technologies simultaneously, which helps us do very complex, minimally invasive procedures. These rooms are also extra big so that we can place additional equipment if we're needed to do more complex cases. One of the things that is extra useful is that this is a standard fluoro table, but it also can be used as an operating room table for a full open procedure. All of the
technology, including the screens with the hemodynamics, are right where we can easily see them so that we can manage the patients minute to minute. And then the imaging technology, which is really the focus of this room, is up on the big screen, and we can either look at it separately with two different technologies like echocardiography and fluoroscopy, or we can actually merge those onto one screen so we see them at the same time. And that can help significantly shorten the procedures, which improves patient safety and patient outcomes.
The exciting part about being part of this tower design process is Piedmont Atlanta has expounded on our promise. Our promise is to make a positive difference in every life we touch. So part of our design is not only for our patient-centered care, but also focusing on our visitors. This can be clinicians, providers, or our vendors. But most important, we are focused on the families that come and visit their loved ones in the hospital. All the bedside clinicians and other disciplines of the patient care were able to add value and input to the design phase. We were able to own our workspace from a practical standpoint. It was also important for us that in every room that the patient had a view. We feel that this is critical to the patient care and their recovery process. In each room, the room has a window and a blackout shade. There's also safety cords in each bathroom, so just in case a patient has an emergency, they'll be able to use the safety cords provided. Patient rooms have a 4-foot wide door with a 2-foot wide leaf, making the opening 6 feet wide to accommodate beds and equipment easily. Every patient room has a personal protective equipment cabinet built on the outside of the room. This area will house masks, gloves, and gowns for our clinicians. Our tower floors are divided into 4 zones with 10 to 12 beds per zone. Each zone has everything needed to provide care for our patients. We have a supply room area, medication, soil utility, nourishment, equipment, tube station, and our collaboration stations. This tower embodies our vision of transforming healthcare, creating a destination known for the best clinicians and of a one-of-a-kind experience that always puts the patients first.
Right now, we're standing in one of my favorite places in the tower, and that's the sunrooms. The sunrooms are located on either end of each patient care floor and offer beautiful views of our city. These sunrooms are great places for our patients, their family members, even our staff, just to come, step out of a patient room, catch their breath, and take a break from their day. Patient care is at the center of all that we do here at Piedmont Healthcare, and that's why we've created these sunrooms. These rooms help to transform the hospital into a complete place of healing, where we're not just focused on the technical aspects of care, but treating the whole person. As a practicing cardiologist, I know that heart health and emotional well-being are inextricably linked. So when we take care of a patient's heart, their emotional well-being, really their soul, that's when our patients do their best. And to me, that's what this tower represents, taking the best care of our patients.
We're out on the helipad, a part of the tour that most people get really excited about. Once the elevator doors open, you'll see an incredible view of Atlanta, including downtown behind me, Buckhead over here, and Stone Mountain. We're also very excited that our patient rooms will have these same beautiful views from their windows. The helipad features trauma-sized elevators to the ORs and the cath labs. Of the many parts of the building design that our frontline staff had input into, the size of the elevators was one feature that was most important to them. As a result of their input, elevators throughout the building are larger than the traditional trauma elevators to accommodate all the specialized equipment that our patients may have. The existing helipad on the 77 building will also remain open to transport patients going to the emergency department and other parts of the existing campus. This new helipad, though, cuts off nearly 700 feet of travel time on the trip to the new cath labs and operating rooms, which is extremely important when treating patients experiencing cardiovascular emergencies.
The outdoor plaza area offers a calm place for family, patients, and employees to be outside and in nature. The area is separated from Peachtree Road with a 5-foot wide strip of trees, a 13-foot wide sidewalk, and a 5-foot buffer zone. The wider sidewalk is a requirement of the Atlanta Beltline and also creates more space for pedestrians on Peachtree. In addition, Piedmont Atlanta donated nearly an acre of land to the city and paid more than $3 million to add a turn lane from Collier to Peachtree to soften the curve for people turning right on Peachtree onto Collier. The plaza area is more than 12,000 square feet. It can accommodate 755 people standing or up to 186 yoga students with their mats spread out. It offers space for community and wellness programs, all under a canopy of trees that will eventually grow to provide shade over the area, aligning with Piedmont's promise of making a positive difference in every life we touch. We believe this area will be important to staff, patients, and their families as it offers a chance to take a break outside and enjoy natural light.
I'm really very proud to be here today. I have to add my thank you to the many thank yous you've already received. This place is built to last for decades, and here today is a sense of pride when I look around this place, a sense of awe and humbleness when I reflect on the donors' names behind me who saw the same vision that Piedmont saw the need to contribute and support and be part of Piedmont, and their generosity is reflected on the major donor wall. This is really a tribute to the strategy and tactics of Kevin and Charlie and Pat, who you've heard from already, and as well as Bernie Marcus. When we first presented the concept to him, he quickly grasped that we needed more than just a heart and vascular hospital. He saw we needed something for the community forever. And here it is. It will solve today's problems and it will solve tomorrow's problems. And we owe a debt of gratitude to the generosity of everybody who has supported this.
While this building is beautiful, what happens on the inside is really what matters. It's a place to serve our community. It's a place where patients and families will be comforted and treated. It's a place where lives will be saved. Thank you for your support.